So OCD, that is, obsessions include repetitive and persistent thoughts. In examples, thought about contamination, the person is unclean, or horrific images, violent images, recurrent images in the mind, or recurrent impulses or urges to stab someone or touch someone. Okay, so these are the domains of obsessions. It is experienced by the individual as intrusive. It intrudes in the mind space. It prevents routine functioning, and it is felt as unwanted. Individual knows that it is unwanted, but still it intrudes. And it is commonly associated with significant anxiety symptoms. Even though the individual typically attempts to ignore or suppress it or perform compulsions to neutralize it, it still recurs. Okay, this is about obsessions. Compulsions, it is repetitive behaviors or rituals, including mental rituals, individual feels driven to perform in response to obsession. When they get obsession, they are driven to perform compulsions. So it is the repetitive behaviors. Obsession is the thought, compulsion is the behavior, and it is performed according to rigid rules, like they have to organize clearly, or they have to count 4 or 5 times, or it is to achieve a sense of completeness, repeated hand washing. They have to wash for half an hour, 45 minutes to achieve a sense of completeness. And sometimes compulsion may not be connected in a realistic way. For example, if I count 4 times, if I pray 4 times, the work which I am going to do will succeed. If I don't pray 4 times, if I pray 3 times, the work which I will do may not succeed. Okay. So the compulsion may not be connected in a realistic way to the feared event. Compulsions include either overt behavior or analogous mental acts. Overt behavior like repetitive hand washing, I feel my hands are dirty, I keep washing for half an hour, 45 minutes, or repeated checking whether I have locked the room properly or not, I have to check 10 times, 15 times, or ordering or arranging the objects, object has to be in the particular order, or mental acts like repeating the specific phrases in the mind to prevent some negative outcomes, or reviewing a memory to make sure that it has not caused the harm. So whether I touched that person or not, whether I touched the person or not. So repeatedly checking the memory. Compulsion can be overt behaviors or mental acts. Compulsions are not done for pleasure. Okay, it is basically done to relieve from the temporary anxiety. Okay, it is done to get temporary relief from the anxiety or distress, or achieve a sense of completeness. Sometimes in the beginning of the illness, especially in children and adolescent population, compulsions may precede obsession. They may not report any obsession. Okay, they don't report any thoughts about contamination, but it will start with excess hand washing. When they are asked like why they wash repeatedly, they will say there is no reason for them to do that. But over the time, they may develop obsession. Okay, it means their cognitive maturity is not sound enough to phrase obsessions, but over the time they may find out, yes, I feel like my hands are dirty and that is why I am washing hands. Okay, so initial stages, the compulsion may precede obsession in some cases, and it is sometimes associated with avoidance. Okay, when the people with OCD, when they are confronted with situations, for example, when they feel some situation is dirty, they may have significant anxiety or panic attacks or strong feelings of disgust that may result in avoidance as well. It is not that every time they have obsession, they do compulsions. Sometimes they avoid the situation. So they end up not bathing, they end up not washing for a long time, because they know like if they have to start washing, they have to wash for a longer time. So it is obsession which are thoughts. Compulsions is the repetitive behavior to relieve anxiety. Sometimes after obsession, they may avoid the situation because they get the harmful thoughts.